Hello, Jenna here. It's a really beautiful spring day here in the southeast of England. This is actually take 3 of this video. Unfortunately, it's beautiful, but my nose wants to keep running, so I'm really sorry if I sniffle a little bit through this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about a common question that people on the spiritual pathway tend to ask themselves. And they ask people like me who channel, and that is, how do I know that I am on the right pathway? How do I know that I am on the right path to completing my mission? And I think it's a really fair question, and it's definitely a question that I've asked myself. But I wanted to talk a little bit about story. Actually, it was a channel that I did for a lady in America. She asked me a similar question. I can't quite remember the wording of the question, but she basically wanted to know something similar. And as I sat to channel for her, a member of her family from her previous incarnation before Earth came through. So she was a member of a grey race of beings who lived on a craft, a very large craft. She was male, and she was a scientist. So before she came to Earth, her mission was to explore Earth's plants and its mineral kingdom. So he, in that lifetime, effectively came on missions to Earth, took samples. He was a geneticist, so he was looking at the genetics of various different plant species. And the point of his work was to build a reference, a very large reference of Earth's plants and minerals, if I remember correctly, in order to create an Earth planet B. Okay? So if everything went wrong with the Ascension process, there would effectively be enough information to create another planet B. So that was his mission in that lifetime. And it's difficult to keep going backwards and forwards between male and female here. In that lifetime, that was his mission. Now in this lifetime, this lady's mission was almost very similar. And I found that this story was really fascinating because it highlights the fact that we don't always know that we are completing our mission when we're completing it. So in this lifetime, she chose to be female because the female experience offers a very different experience. So as a male, he embodied those very logical male aspects. It made him a brilliant scientist. He was methodical, logical, to the point. But in this lifetime, it's very important for her to be a her, because it is all about her experience. It's experiential. The information that she is gathering is very different, but the same, which sounds like a paradox because it is. So effectively, what her son told me was, in this lifetime, she is still completing the work that she was doing as a male in her previous incarnation. Yet her correspondence, shall we say, with the rest of her race and her family is done in dream time. So they interact during dream time, and okay, so this gets a bit complicated. Basically what happens is they meet during dream time, and the information that she gathers is by experience, her human experience, by touch. So I'll give you an example. So in this lifetime, she still has the same fascination and interest in plants, something I didn't know until I had my session with her. So if she goes out for a walk and she touches a tree, that information is stored. It's stored energetically within her. And then when she has her interactions with her ET family, it's like they have a system that allows them to take this information that she has gathered energetically and retrieve it. And how her son explained it to me, it's kind of like a coordinate system. So the place, the time, the feelings, the sensations that she experienced at that time are all stored in like an energetic memory. So when they interact with each other in dream time, they are able to extract all of this data. This coordinate system effectively allows them to retrieve all of the information that they need. But because she's female, she has such a rich experience, a rich understanding. She moves away from the logical aspect of herself that she embodied as a male and moves into something slightly different. So within these two lifetimes, she's effectively gathering two lots of data which give her a fuller picture, a fuller understanding of what she's trying to achieve, of the human experience, of the earthly experience. And this information sort of blew my mind because I wasn't expecting it. But also it just made me consider how it's important for us to follow what we enjoy, follow our instincts, follow what gives us pleasure, because that means that we are on the right path. I mean, this lady didn't know anything about this, but because she was following what gave her joy, she was completing her mission and didn't even know it. So it might not always be a conscious thing. We might not always consciously understand what we're doing, why we're here, but actually underneath it all, we could be doing it without even realizing. So I thought it was just something to touch upon, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, that was all for this video. I hope that made sense. And I hope you have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.